Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Joining me backstage at Hex Fight Series 27 is the promoter of Beatdown Promotions, who's here to steal some secrets.
No, I don't steal secrets. The secrets are all mine anyway.
Now, you're cornering Jack James, a hell of a fighter. Does the East Coast and then the rest of Australia know how good he is yet?
No, no one knows how good he is. Just to be clear, he's not my fighter.
No, but you are cornering him.
But I am cornering him. Yeah, he's his coach was my first ever coach, so we go a long way back. We've actually known each other almost half my life. So it's just a good relationship there, and I get to do a little bit of work with him every now and then, and I go to Townsville a lot. So I've had the fortunate opportunity to both train with him, help him, I guess, to a degree, and then promote him. So it's just a good opportunity to get down and get amongst it and have a holiday, which it's never a holiday without a fight show for me.
Yeah, are you potentially down here to square off with any perhaps UFC legends?
No, I'm not actually. I do know there is some rumours circulating. Look, I haven't signed any contracts. There's no fight locked in. But one thing's for sure is MMA is a business, and I treat it that way. And some things work out in business, some things don't. So we'll wait and see what happens.
So, in an unrelated question, George Sotiropoulos, who's taking on Justin Van Heerden in a grappling match. A, are you a fan of grappling matches? And B, how do you think that one's going to go?
Well, I mean, am I a fan of grappling matches? Yes.
On MMA shows?
Yeah, super fights, yes. On MMA shows, I personally wouldn't do it. But then every business has this model. They have a structure and their business model and what they want to achieve. And that doesn't mean that they don't have a place on fight shows. I just don't think that I would do it. But then, maybe one day I won't have enough fights and you slide a couple of matches on, and maybe I'll do it at the start or something. But look, I'm all for super fights. Van Heerden is, I don't know his record off the top of my head. He's on like
12-5.
6. Okay. I was going to say a little less than that in the win column, but I did think he had 5 losses. But I think, I could be wrong, but I think those 5 losses kind of came in a row. So he went through like some wins and then he lost 5 and then he won.
He was a real like 50 fighter. Like he was real like he was just kind of that guy you'd put in the card, and he's only lately turned into the real main eventer, the guy that could be at the next level.
No, yeah, I agree. He went through, the usual ups and downs of a fighter. He found a home, I'm sure he would give plenty of credit to Joe Lopez and the team there down on the coast. He's been down there for a long time, and he's been on a tear ever since, and he's doing good things. And tonight, interestingly enough, is the champ of another organisation, and he's doing a grappling super fight against Sots here. So, look, I think it's super cool. George has been active. I know he competed recently in grappling comps and stuff like that. So, I'm pretty. You could say I'll be watching it.
As a promoter with guys that are potentially tied up with contracts or champions of other organisations, does that stop you from trying to put them on perhaps Beatdown?
No. I'll put anyone on my show. It doesn't, I don't sign fighters exclusive, and they could fight here and then come, like Jack James, let's take him for example. I knew before I made his last fight that he was going to fight down here. I don't have any issue with guys fighting wherever they want. I don't know how much time we have, but I'm going to say just quickly, I don't think that exclusive contracts on the domestic circuit are in the best interest of a fighter. I think they're in the best interest of a business person. And as a business person, I would sign people exclusive if I could. But again, as a normal person, I just don't think that signing people exclusive based on my fight experience. As a fighter, I fought 5 or 6 times a year, and if you can't provide that, then signing people exclusive doesn't make any sense to the fighter. It only makes sense to the promoter. So I personally wouldn't do it, but then I only hold 3, maybe 4 shows a year. So it doesn't make any sense to me, either as a fighter or a promoter, but it may make sense to others.
So you would say almost it would have to be an X amount of number of fights, or at least money that is worthwhile.
Look, I even think I know years ago I spoke to someone about one championship, and you know, my opinion was if you're going to sign, say, a 5-fight deal, but you want to fight 5 times in a year, in your deal you need to have some kind of, you know, clause that says that they must offer you 5 reasonable matchups per year or something. And then the responsibility is not on the promotion, it's on you, because they provided the opportunity and you didn't take it, for example. But if you're an active fighter that wants to fight a lot and you sign exclusive with a promoter that only has 3 shows a year, like I don't see where anyone wins out of that. Like I don't even think the promoter wins out of that. You know, they've got to get you on all 3 to get their value out of that, and which is hard. And so yeah, I just think if you've got the right business model, then it can make sense. I mean, that's why the big promotions in the world do it. But if you don't have the right business model and the right amount of shows, then you're only just basically signing guys for no reason.
Well, as a promoter though, do you develop favourites in a way?
Favourite athletes?
Yeah, guys, because we all start to see that even if they're not in contracts, they end up on shows multiple times.
Yeah, because they sell tickets. I mean, like, there's not really any point in hiding it, you know, like everyone knows that the business domestically is like who puts bums on seats, right? It's the same internationally, it's who sells pay-per-views. But for a local business, you know, you need local clients, which is your fans. And so if an athlete's going to bring 200 people, I'm going to bring the athlete back next time. It's not like favoritism, it's intelligent business. And so, you know, you're always, like, I think, I'm not talking about me in general, I've only had 4 shows, but I think every promoter will tell you that if someone sells tickets, they're bringing them back the next show. And that's really the way it works, because that's like the very dumbed down version of the business model is, you know, we host a show, we promote a show, and we put athletes on it. Whoever sells best comes back, because I need to sell the next show out too.
So in terms of regional exclusive contracts, just yes or no as a fighter?
Like regional?
Yeah, do you like them?
Geographically, yes. Right. So I have signed a domestic exclusive contract in the past in my career, where I signed with a promotion and exclusive, only with a geographical restriction, so not a country restriction. I wanted to fight in Sydney and Melbourne, and I wanted the opportunities to fight 6 times a year, and they only had 3 shows. And I did some years fight 6 times, so I needed to be active. I needed to be able to, you know, pursue other opportunities, and so I did that. But that's just because I don't think I'm going to slide down the road and fight for someone else. So,
well, mate, we could go on about this for honestly hours. It's a big topic, but thank you for taking the time, and I'll let you go and get Jack James, the future of MMA, ready for his bout.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know, I think it's always nice to talk about business, and I love it. It's good, and like you said, I could go on for hours. So, yeah.
Awesome. I look forward to you and George Sotiropoulos working it out soon.
Sweet, man. Thank you.